Hi everyone. I just hurt my hand on the book. I'm sorry. Hi everyone. I just hurt my hand on the book I'm reviewing for you, which is Hollow City, the second novel of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom. I just finished this book, and I am so fucking proud of this book. Okay, this book is so much better than the first one. And when I started this book, it was okay, but it progressively kept getting better and better and better, and I freaking love this book. I love the ending. The ending, oh my god, like the last, what, 2 pages? No. No. I would say, where are we gonna, where am I gonna say? Well, actually, I'm gonna say the last chapter, which is chapter 13, the entire chapter, but it's more like it's split into 3 parts because there are 2, like, asterisk type things that break it up twice. So there's 3 sections. It's really the last 2 sections of chapter 13, the last chapter, that were fucking awesome. I can't say what it is because, you know, it's the last of the book, and you shouldn't be giving away the ending of the book. But it was fucking awesome, okay? It was totally amazing. Oh my god. Just, oh my fucking god. I love it. But there are... There's only 2 things that I actually hated about this book. And that one of them is Enoch. E-N-O-C-H. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I don't like him. I think I was okay with his character in the first book, but the second book, he is so freaking, like, negative all the time, and it's not cool. It's just not freaking cool. I don't like it. And then, when we finally meet Miss Wren, it's like, nuh-uh, thank you for bringing her here, but nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, you were gonna stay here, and you're gonna let us Yimbreeze, I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but us birds, us time loopers, let us do this fight, okay? You guys stay here, you're children and all this such, but no, they're not fucking children. They may be in some of them may be in the bodies of children. Other ones are actual fucking adults. Like some of the pictures that he has in here, they're actually adults in here. These peculiars, sorry. They're actually adults. And, like, they have these powers to them. Like, in here, Emma has, like, this fire power where she can make fireballs and melt stuff and all this stuff. Great offensive person. And, like, characters like Olive, in the book, at least, you know, could be used as, like, rescuers. Like, so, maybe on the battlefield, like, oh, we're gonna rescue you. Come here. Or, like, go rescue the, you know, like, prisoners and such. And be like, okay, we're gonna go this way now. I'm gonna lift you up, and then we're gonna go. Or like, we're gonna go out this window, and I'm gonna take us down. Excuse me. Bronwyn's fucking awesome. She's the Hulk, pretty much. Well, she's Hercules actually, because Hercules probably has like skin, like actual a lot easier. You can easier kill him than, you know, a Hulk. Hulk is like, you know, rubber skin kind of thing. But whatever. Those were the only 2 things that I actually disliked about the book. Not the book in general, but like when I'm reading it, it's like, I don't like these characters. But more Enoch than anyone else, because like you get to follow him a lot more throughout the book, and it's just like, oh my god. Just shut up, okay? If you can't say anything nice, just don't say anything at all. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm running on a high from, like, the last of this book. It is fucking awesome, okay? It is awesome. I love it. And I can't wait to get to the 3rd book, which is Library of Souls. Holy crap, I wonder... The information that we got in, like, the last 2 sections of the last chapter makes me question, like, why did Ransom title it that way? Because if something in here is, like... I think, like... Yeah. And I was mentioning, like, is this an actual character in the book? Yes. You do meet this person in the book. I'm not going to say where, but you do, there is a character, this character here, where you see this little girl, with a hole in the middle of her I'm not going to tell you what her peculiar is, but this is true. This is in the book. And all this here. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm tired. And it's 9:30 and I wanted to do some stuff, but clearly I'm not going to be able to because I want to get up in the morning. But, you know, I might stay up. I think I'll stay up till midnight. And I'll get up for like 8:30. I'll be okay. I'll be fine. I'll be okay. But yeah, I totally recommend reading this book, but I do recommend you read the first one, which is this long Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So, I totally recommend reading it, but you read the first one first, because there are some things in here that might not make sense if you don't read the first one. Ransom does remind you of this stuff, like, I forget the term, I knew the term. Recap. He does recap of, like, the tiniest bits and, like, at certain points, but there are certain points where I think you might be confused as, you know, to, like, back to from the beginning, so you would need to read that one. But this was awesome. I love the progression of this entire book, because it just got better and better and better. And I want to watch the movie, because I want to see, like, how, like, the book to movie adaptation is, because I know they switched up Olive and Emma, but, you know, that's fine, because, like, they gave Emma some with her as, like, the heir peculiar. I'm just gonna say that she's like an heir peculiar in the movie, that it's not just like some weird peculiarity where I just float all over the place, is that she got some offensive type peculiarity powers, because, you know, when they're in the boat and she, like, kind of, like, gets this and then, like, blows out the air so that the water leaves that section, and then, like, you know, they can talk, and, like, they talk in, like, the secret place. That boat sort of, like, it's more like a submarine, whereas the one in the movie is more like an actual, like, luxury boat. I think it's a Titanic. I have no idea. Please don't say anything, because I haven't watched it. But by the time this comes up, or it gets uploaded, I probably will have watched the movie, and that will have no point to this, but whatever, I'm gonna say it. Where's my track line? Is that, okay, the whole, like, blowing air into that section where they can talk and such. That easily could be translated as, like, an offensive, like, attack thing, like gust, or, like, wing attack, like, from, like, Pokemon. Like tornado or something like that, where you just, like, blow out, or, like, it can feel like, that airflow, and, like, so you blow it out, can make it actually to the force of, like, a bullet or something. I totally believe that could work, but that's just me, and I'm crazy, and I'm just excited because I love the ending. Other than me just personally not liking the characters, there's nothing bad about this book. That, like, written-wise, the way the story flowed perfectly, and I kept an incline. Leave cliffhangers and leave, like, epicness at the end of the books, which this one does, that makes you want to continue with the series, or, like, the trilogy, or however long a certain series is. This specific one is a trilogy, which, the way he ends it right here, this is not a spoiler, because everyone knows it's a trilogy, but he ends it like this. The next volume of the Peculiar Children series. It says series, not trilogy, so I don't know, but as recently we found out in my last review I did, is that Ransom is coming out with another, like, trilogy kind of set, but it's another, like, this type of book where it's set in America, I think. Leave it down below, Jesse the reader said, because he's huge. He got to go to the red carpet. He got to interview him. Like, he's gotten some epic stuff. So he would be your guide to go find that stuff out with. So I guess it is kind of part of a series, but there are only certain sections where, like, this is part of the Peculiar Dumb series, but it's it's kind of like its own like sub-series. So like this is the first one. And then he made like a single one, which is like the Peculiar Tales. And then another one, which is, I don't know what time it's set because it hasn't said exactly what that information is. And I'm going for my knowledge from Jesse the Reader. I have nothing to say about this book because I love this book. I love the progression of the story itself. I was very sad. Like, there's a lot of emotion going on in that 13th last chapter where it's like, I was like, no, why did you do that? But then it's like, the bigger thing is like, oh my god, I must have the third book. Give me the book. Give me the book, okay? Give me the freaking book, okay? With the book. Yeah. And when, like, we find, like, yeah. And then other than Anon and Miss Wren, W-R-E-N, like, those are, personally, I don't like those characters, and it's not, like, anything, like, like, something happened in the written way of how they speak, or how the progression of the story is, or, the only weird, I think I'm really weird about, and I'm like, why do you do that? And it's, where is it? Like this. Like this kind of section, like I understand, more than likely this can be, the next page would be the new chapter. But it's not. It's a picture, and then it's just basically continuing from where it left off on this page. That's my only weird thing about it, and it's just whatever. It's okay. It's like they just wanted to end it off. As he wanted to end it off at a certain point so that when you turn the page, you have an actual proper visual of it. So it's like, you have your own kind of imagining, and it's like, oh, that's what it looks like. Okay, and then you continue on with the rest of the story type thing. And there's one thing that upsets me right now. It has been an annoyance for, like, the entire reading of it, especially at the beginning, is that the person who had this previous to me kind of broke the book. So as I've been reading it, it got progressively worse. So this is not my fault. But whoever had it first, like, had, like, a little bit up here and then, like, the little bit down here. So it's not my fault. But, you know, as you're reading it, you're kind of, like, moving the spine and moving stuff. So that's my only really bad annoyance. So, yeah. Read this book. Read the first one for this. Just for, like, when you read stuff in here so that you're not confused as to like what the fuck is going on, what are they talking about. I've never read that part and such like that, and you know, I cannot fucking wait to read the last book in this series. Here is my next book. This is my personal book from my library, not a public library that my city reads. It is Undead and Uneasy, the 6th book in the Betsy Taylor Vampire series by Mary Janice Davidson. And I have read this before. This is why I have my own copy of it, because I listened to this on CD or tape, and I really liked it, so I kept it. But it took too much space on my laptop, so I got the physical copy, even though that is taking up room in my room. So we're gonna get to this part. So yes, I'm saying so way too much. Am I? Have I been doing that in this video? Anyway. I got to get that little bubble through my throat. With her wedding fast approaching, Vampire Queen Betsy Taylor knows the next few weeks won't be smooth sailing. Cold feet are no surprise, especially with an undead groom. But when her fiancé, Sinclair, goes missing, along with most of her friends and loved ones, Betsy is frantic, alone, and afraid for the fate of everyone she loves. Betsy can't trust anyone as she tries to find them and whoever is behind all the disappearances. And what happens next will shake the foundations of the vampire world forever. Yes. I didn't like this one. This was an interesting storyline, which is why I got the actual physical copy. Read this little part here. Thanks to my long-suffering husband, 14 years of marriage, by the time you hold this book in your hand. Poor bastard. My husband, not you. My supportive family, Jessica, and my readers. Long may your credit cards reign. I'm gonna read the acknowledgements too, because I read the acknowledgements in the last one. This book was written alone, but several of the usual suspects helped, either by making suggestions or telling me to get my butt back into the office chair. In no particular order, they are blah, 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 my dad, the artist formerly known as King Al, see The Royal Treatment, The Royal Surprise, but it's also dedicated to friends I've never met. All the members of my Yahoo group, for starters. This is the nicest group on the internet, sharing pictures, stories, and best of all, book recommendations. I also post new chapter excerpts and drop annoying hints about upcoming books and plot developments to the Yahoos. If you'd like to join, you can check it out at Mary Janice subscribe at yahoogroups.com. I don't do that. I think Yahoo's kind of dead now. I don't see how popular it is now. Special thanks to Terry, Mippy, and Jose, Jose, I don't know how to pronounce that name, who always put a smile on my face. Another ridiculously supportive group is the Laurel K. Hamilton Forum. laurelkhamilton.org. If it's not, then whatever, just go on the internet and type in Laurel K. Hamilton, because that's an author, I know that. I mean, these aren't even her books. This is her website to promote her work. And not only does she make room for a webpage of mine, but everyone there is super nice. They support me, buy my books, discuss same, meet me at book signings, and ask for autographs. Weird, but nice. Frankly, the romance world is full of warm, supporting authors. Among the best of the best, Charlene Harris, I think that's how you pronounce it, the whole Sookie Stackhouse books, Susan Grant, PC Cast, Nora Roberts, woohoo! Laurie Foster, I have her in, I think she's pretty good. I haven't fully read her, but I like the little excerpts I have read. And Kristin Feehan, woohoo! I write the books, but no book can get on the shelves or stay on the shelves without phenomenal PR representation. In this, I am blessed with Julia Felisker, I'm not pronouncing your last name right, of Berkeley PR, and Jessica Growett of JAG Promotion. Their job sucks, because they do the hard work and I get all the glory. Speaking of sucky, horrible jobs with no glory, no mom, I'm not talking about you. There's my editor, Cindy Huang, Hwang. I think that's how you pronounce it, Huang. I'm sorry if I am mispronouncing it. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to actually properly pronounce it. And my agent, Ethan Ellenberg. Both have had more than their fair share of migraines, thanks to yours truly. But this book and all the ones before would not have been possible without e-publishers and e-books. They took a chance on this writer when no one knew me, and I appreciate it. This past summer, I went on my first book tour, which was harrowing yet thrilling. And a lot of the things you're about to read in this book were directly inspired by questions and comments readers asked me at signings and reading. This also is a kind of an older book. She's technically finished the series. This is a copyright 2007, so it's been a little while since it's been out. So thanks for caring enough to show up, for caring about characters enough to be concerned about them, and finally thanks to David, who cornered me in the very nicest way at a book signing and begged me to get Mark Spangler hooked up. He was not alone in this request, and I, the obedient author, obeyed. Also thanks to Martha Stewart, whose wedding DVD was a great help in figuring out what Betsy's gown, cake, and bridesmaids' dresses would look like. Okay. Thanks to Jamie Poole for thinking up the Betsy, a delightful cocktail that lubricated my creativity on more than one occasion. Take that however you like. And finally, a tip of the hat to my readers, especially those of you who've been at this since the original Undead and Unwed. This is a book that goes where the first 5 really haven't. That's not to say we won't have fun along the way. Those of you who've been with me before know this universe is always a good time. Alright, and I have a letter to my readers. For all of you, first of all, thank you, dear reader. It's standard to refer to you as dear, but you really are dear to me, and I'll tell you why. Thanks to you, I've gone from the excitement of never knowing when the power will be shut off, during a party, when my folks are over, during my kid's science experiment, to the sad, dull lifestyle of one who can actually pay her utility bills. Because of my readers, I never go to a book signing unless I am sporting A, designer shoes, or B, a pedicure. Because of my readers, I have gotten to research mermaids, ghosts, psychics, manta rays, and the Caymans. No, the Caymans, Florida, Cape Cod, Monterey Bay, Texas zombies. There we go. Stupid nose. Vampires, where anythings, Alaska, royal lineage, Martha Stewart, Bellinis versus mimosas, bed and breakfasts, wax fangs, and why nobody starts smoking at age 35. I've also learned how to write an ongoing series versus a standalone single title novel, which brings us to Undead and Uneasy. If you've been with me since the beginning, since Undead and Unwed, bless you. Your patience is about to be rewarded. I think if you're new to the series, you've come along just in time. As one of the weird sisters in Hercules said, it's gonna be big. Okay. Everything in the Undead universe has been leading to this book. Say it with me. Poor Betsy. Yes, there has been a method to my madness. The support group she has so carefully, if unconsciously, been building around herself, that I've been building for her, is about to disappear. Everything she thought she knew about the undead? Totally wrong. Marriage, life, death, it's all like her favorite book and movie, Gone with the Wind. That's not to say we won't have some fun along the way. There's a repeat. Those of you who've been with me before know that the Undead universe is always a good time. It's just, we're not all going to make it out alive. And I'm sorry. I know that sucks, but it's just how life is sometimes. And so, dear reader, thank you for coming along for the ride. Thank you for staying along for the ride. You won't be sorry, I'm pretty sure. And if you are, well, I can write fast or I can write long. But I can't do both. This is the long version. So what say we give it a try? So let's get going, shall we? As Betsy might say, pipe down and listen up, asshat. Okay. And then I got a prologue right here. So I gotta park that right there. You don't get to see that. Alright, let me see. Me.
Undead and Unworthy? I think that's it. Does it actually say in this long list? Yes, it is. Okay.
Finally, I get to finally tell you how many freaking chapters there are. Find out myself. There's 40 chapters. Okay. Alright, so I'm at the end of the book. I don't understand this woman's footwear. It's just ugly. But whatever. Anyway, so this is my next book, and I have a half-an-hour video to, shorten down. So, I hope you like this weird video, and, you stay tuned for my other videos. I have no idea when I'm going to get Library of Souls, and hopefully I can get it soon before I get to, like, a halfway point and, forget the entire half of this book. But I shouldn't, because I actually really liked this one. But anyway, so, I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button down there, and you can leave comments down below how you felt about this book and how you felt about my review. It's not a great review, and there's my foot. Why don't we take my foot out of the video? But, if you like the book, let me know. But do not leave negativity. We do not need negativity in the world, okay?
It just doesn't help. What helps, maybe, if you want, you can be like, hey, maybe talk about this a little more. When you review it, it'll be a lot great. Just don't be nasty about it, okay? We do not need nastiness or negativity, okay?
And if this is the first time you're watching my video, please hit that big red subscribe button down there by my picture if it's still like that for more book reviews, hauls, unboxing, unbagging, because some things come in a bubble wrap, manila envelope, plastic wrap baggy thing, vlogmas, random vlogs, and random videos that I have no idea where to categorize. Alright, so I'm going insane right now, and I just kind of want to relax. And I want to kind of play my game. And I want to watch a little more Pokemon, okay? Can I go watch Pokemon now? Please, I gotta finish it so I can get out of the red on my laptop. Okay, it's in the red. I need to get back to blue. But I need to be, like, uploading and editing and uploading videos, okay? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that hopefully starting January. Okay, so I will see you all in my next video. Please come back for some insanity of me. Good night, everyone.